when you need to know. KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1. San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, a radio.com station.
It's 8 o'clock. Well, it can be incredibly hard for senior citizens who don't drive to try and find their transportation to doctor appointments, things like that. And it's become especially hard, especially during the pandemic. Now, a low-cost transportation system in San Jose and Morgan Hill has expanded their senior car service to help address that gap, what's known as transportation deserts. The area is totally lacking in accessible transportation, especially for seniors. We're joined now on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline by Taylor Tyler, Executive Director for the Saratoga Area Senior Coordinating Council and co-operator of the Reach Your Destination Easily, or RYDE program. That's the acronym. Is that right, Tyler?
Yes, that's right.
So, Tyler, what's been the impact of the RYDE program so far, and what are some of the challenges that seniors are facing, specifically when we're talking about transportation?
Well, public transportation and buses, the lines get cut into areas where people don't use it as frequently. And older adults tend to use public transportation a little more frequently, so when bus lines are cut, they need other options to be able to get where they need to go. And the impact has really been allowing people who have been more isolated, folks who have been cut off from their communities, to really get back into the swing of things and enjoy their life.
So what impact has the RYDE program had so far? I mean, how have you guys been able to help?
Well, the great thing about our program is that it's actually operated by two social service agencies. The Saratoga Area Senior Coordinating Council operates a senior center adult day program, so we are tied into senior resources. Our partner agency, West Valley Community Services, is a safety net organization that provides help like rental assistance, food. They have a food pantry. They do social work and other things like that. So our drivers are trained to recognize cues when people need additional help, and we actually have the ability to plug them into other resources that they may need. So in addition to transportation, we're also able to offer them a whole host of different resources and help that they may need.
I mentioned in the intro the transportation desert. What does that refer to specifically where seniors are concerned?
It means where people who are in hard-to-access places where public transportation is scarce, where bus lines may be few and far between, and where there just really aren't a whole lot of different transportation options that are of low cost and easily accessible. And so our program really reaches those areas. It started in the West Valley communities of Saratoga, Montecito, Cupertino, Los Gatos, and Campbell, which traditionally don't have that many public transportation options. So as the program caught on and we were delivering prior to COVID, we were delivering about 6,000 rides a year to isolated seniors. And we applied for a grant from the Federal Transportation Authority, and we received $325,000 that will help us to expand this program into Morgan Hill and areas in San Jose.
To me, it seems like there would just be this overwhelming need for it, Tyler, because, I think of my 85, soon-to-be 86-year-old father, and I can't even imagine really him kind of navigating public transportation. Who in their 80s wants to be waiting at a bus stop, climbing up steps into a bus? And yet this is what people do.
Yeah, and there is a place for public transportation for sure, and we do provide rides to transit hubs where people can get further out from our service area or to other places they need to go. But the personalized service, our drivers, you routinely get the same driver, so you get to build a rapport and some trust. And for people who are getting older, when they have other issues that maybe they don't want to just tell the bus driver, or maybe they don't want to tell an Uber or Lyft driver, our drivers are a little more relatable. They know how to recognize, as I said, those signs and symptoms of maybe additional need. And so it has multiple benefits for folks who may be in a situation where they're no longer able to drive or take advantage of public transportation.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be incredibly important, especially for a senior to be able to have a relationship with someone that they feel comfortable with who's picking them up. Let me ask you this lastly, Tyler. Tell our listeners how people can catch a ride. How do seniors get a ride?
Yes, you can go to our website. We actually offer 3 different phone numbers as well, but on our website it's rydescc.org, so RYDE, Santa Clara County.org. And if you want to catch a ride, you can call 408-868-1257, and we can get you in touch with the RYDE coordinator in your area.
Tyler, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All righty, and that was Tyler Taylor. He's the Executive Director for the Saratoga Area Senior Coordinating Council and co-operator of the RYDE program, 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 RYDE program.